Hi everybody, it's Megan with Teach Me ABA, and today we're going to do a What's in My Car as a BCBA. As you all know, if you've worked out in the field, we spend a lot of time driving from location to location, whether it's different clients' homes or maybe their schools or community outings. We spend so much time in our car. It's really important to make sure that you're stocked up and you kind of have the comforts of home to bring with you. So, everyone who knows me knows I am a huge fan of organizers. So I really recommend that to keep yourself organized, you get one of these car organizers. This one's really nice because it has two separate sections. On one section, I have my snacks, which are super duper important to get you through the day. I like to have healthy snacks like almonds, maybe just a smoothie if you're stuck in traffic and you have to focus, and if you want a cheat day, some corn nuts. I also really like to keep some nut bars in my car just to snack on because they're healthy, high in protein, and they'll keep you full for a whole session. I also like to keep just some utilities in my car. So I keep a trash can, some wipes, especially in the world of COVID. You want to be able to disinfect. You go in, kids are sometimes boogery, like they may not actually be sick or have COVID, but maybe they're sneezing. I have allergies a lot, and so when you're around those boogery kids, you want to be able to wipe down all of your stuff so you can feel clean. Another thing that I find really helpful is to have a car charger. So this is actually a tool that you can use. You keep your battery charged and then you can jumpstart your car, and I'm always helping the BTs that I work with jumpstart their cars. I also recommend a cute lunchbox, just because cute things make you feel better and it's good to have a full meal with you. Additionally, sometimes you get stuck with like odd periods of time between your work locations. So I like to bring the latest journal. This one is the analysis of verbal behavior, and if you keep an eye out, you'll see my article in the next edition that comes out. So really recommend this journal. You also want to keep some essentials so that you can keep yourself looking cute and professional between sessions. So I keep a hairbrush, my pasty self keeps some sunscreen, tissues, and even some deodorant, because sometimes we get stanky during our sessions. So I like to just keep a little bit of everything that I have at home in my car, and when it's all organized, it doesn't really seem like you have that much stuff with you. This is what I like to keep in the front of my car because it's all easily accessible and it's things that I use between clients. Let's go take a look at the things I keep in my trunk for when I need to be prepared to go into a session. Okay, so again, I love organizers and they're super helpful. So one thing that every BCBA should have in the trunk of their car or somewhere in their car is a lockbox to keep your documents that have protected health information. You want to make sure you're always HIPAA compliant. We're bound by that with our ethical code. So getting one of these is really helpful. They are a magnet for car thieves though. I know a couple people that have had these stolen, so you want to make sure that you either have it in the trunk of a sedan, you have tinted windows, or one of these nice little covers. Okay, let's look at some of the things that I have in my car. I like to keep a bin of different materials that might be handy during the therapist sessions with the kids. So in here you'll see I have some toys. I have an eraser for a whiteboard. I also have a whiteboard here. A first aid kit just in case anybody gets injured. And then another super secret thing that we like to do at our agency is give our staff aprons. So shout out to Brittany because she used to work at Starbucks and had all these little aprons left over. So her mom sewed them up and we just keep little stimuli in there and it's awesome. So a nice little bin that you can carry into your client's home and keep organized and not have everything sprawled everywhere is super helpful, and also kind of helps keep the kids out of things. In the era of COVID, I also like to keep extra gloves, face shields and masks in my car in case anybody comes to session unprepared. I would recommend getting a nifty little organizer like this. It has different folders that you can keep stimuli in, and you can label it so you can find it really easily. Another pro tip, to have a clipboard to go with each one of your outfits. When you show up with different fancy clipboards, people think that you're super duper professional. So, pro tip, get yourself a few of these. They have little notebooks inside, and they're super helpful. I also recommend having something that you can keep your data sheets organized in. A lot of times you'll show up and maybe they ran out of ABC data sheets 3 days ago and forgot to tell you. If you're always prepared with extra data sheets, then this ends up not being a problem. Another great thing to keep is just empty binders. I don't know how, like maybe these therapists are chewing on the binders, maybe the kids are, who knows what happens to them, but they're always falling apart, so it's nice to have backups. I also like to keep a copy of different assessment manuals with me. So if anybody has any questions or needs something to reference, I've got everything they need right here. Also, office supplies all day, every day. Don't forget to bring a change of clothes. The number of times that I have seen bodily fluids end up on a staff member is ridiculous. So it's always helpful to have an extra pair of pants and a shirt with you, and maybe even an extra pair of cute shoes in case you need to go hit an IEP. The last final trinkets that I like to keep in my car just for everybody's well-being are Advil. So if you end up seeing another staff member and maybe they have a headache, it's been a rough day for them, you can help them out. And extra clickers are always helpful. So I like to keep a couple of these in my car too. Well, wasn't that fun? Thank you guys for tuning in. Is there anything that you guys keep in your car that I didn't mention, or anything that you think will be helpful for your own work? Leave a comment, like our video, and share it with your friends and colleagues. Thanks for tuning in. This is Megan with Teach Me ABA.